here and let your daughter accuse my daughter of doing something that you're
police were home again, and the police car was here too. I decided to come right over and get this whole thing straightened out. Go easy. I don't know what these youngsters have been up to.
She has your fur.
Well, of course not, silly. Rob took mine to cleaners.
Are you sure, Louise? Because Bernie says, Bernie Bergeson, you march yourself right back here. Now, yes, you.
Oh my goodness, that is my fur. But I don't
It was
understand.
left in my cedar chest last night.
Your cedar chest.
Mrs. Ferguson, it looks like we have uncovered a pretty big fur theft ring. But we have good prospects of recovering your fur at any
Recovering
time.
my fur?
No.
Oh, I have my fur. Bernie brought it to me last night with some wild story that simply doesn't make sense. Then he wanted me to give him the fur that I found in my cedar chest. Your fur, Louise. He said he was supposed to take it and put it in storage for Rob.
That doesn't make any sense.
I am supposed to, Mom, honest.
But I thought Rob was going to do it. He told me he would before I left.
Gosh, Mrs. Bates, I'm not sure if Rob likes me to.
Bernie, what you know you tell this lady. Such a story he tells me, I couldn't understand all of it. But there was something about a raffle and how he just borrowed my fur and your fur, Louise.
Well, what about my fur?
Oh, well, your fur he didn't mention, Mrs. Zimmerman.
Betty brought it over to use too.
I don't believe it.
But now, my Bernie doesn't lie. He's obviously not an angel, but he doesn't lie. If he says Betty brought the fur, that's enough. She brought the fur.
And did she?
Yes, ma'am. I borrowed Mom's and Rob lets borrow yours, Mrs. Bates. See, we would have bought her fur. We didn't have any money to buy prizes until we sold some tickets.
You kids borrowed these furs to use as prizes in a raffle?
Yes, sir. Ma'am! See, we would have bought her fur for a real price, only we had to sell some tickets first. Don't you understand?
Don't you kids know that lotteries are against the law?
Oh, no.
Where are the others now?
Bernie, you know who the others are. There is your daughter, and Alicia, and George, and Rob, and Bill.
Hit it 2 girls now, Matthews.
Oh, no.
Betty Zimmerman, did you take my fur out of my closet?
Oh, Mother, don't get so excited.
The one that Father gave me for my anniversary just this February?
I can explain. He was just listening for 1 second.
Did you?
Oh, Betty, you better confess.
Did you take my fur?
Yes, ma'am.
I brought it over here to use as a raffle prize. Ah, my new fur.
Mrs. Zimmerman, just a minute. Betty, did you borrow your mother's fur?
Yes, but you see, the thing is...
Okay, and Bernie, did you borrow your mother's fur?
Yeah. Oh, yes, sir. Bam!
And Rob borrowed his mother's fur, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone else in the bunch take a fur out of his home?
No, yeah, you see, 3 were all we needed, and there were 6 of us, so we worked from there.
Decided to give ourselves in.
What's about time? We didn't mean for you to get in trouble over us, Louis. Honest.
And when we thought about you here with the police, probably blaming you,
And then we saw the folks' car.
we decided to...
Turn ourselves in.
It was just us kids, honest. Except not Al. He was just trying to help us get out of it.
Yeah.
And how did he propose to help you get out of this?
We were returning the money.
You were what?
Oh, we were returning the money to people who bought lottery tickets. You see, we borrowed our mom's fur.
Yes, we know what you've done. But why were you returning the money to your clients?
Al made us.
No, he didn't. He just
simply suggested that we should return it.
You returned most of the money. We're still in this mess. So what use did it do?
We have the names and addresses right here. We just thought we could give them to you and you could return the rest.
I don't think so. You don't get off that easy.
Well, we can't return the money. He'll be in jail.
Yeah. Mrs. Zimmerman, do you want to file charges?
Why?
I guess not. And you, Mrs. Bates?
Mr. Bates and I will be taking care of the boys ourselves.
Mrs. Ferguson?
You know, I would like to press some charges across the seat of a certain young man's pants when I get him home.
Oh, I'm ready for a jail.
There's the lottery charge, man.
Oh, yes, that. Well, I think that if all the money is returned by, say, 6 o'clock this evening, any further action about this might be delayed for the time being.
Well, once all the money's returned, what action could you take?
Oh, that's a good question, Mr. Bates. I think we might have to leave it up to you parents to decide what further action might need to be taken. I'll check back with you this evening, Mr. Bates, to ensure that the refunds have been made to all the right people. Wilson? Ladies, don't forget, boys, 6 o'clock.
Betty, how much money did you have?
Alicia and I have only like 40 people to see.
You two get out to that car right this minute. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I can assure you they'll have theirs returned before they do one more step.
Mrs. Zimmerman, please don't be too hard on Betty and Alicia. They were just trying to help us guys earn some money.
If we hadn't asked about their printing set, they wouldn't have even been involved.
But why did they want to help you earn money?
Well, there are these sweaters they wanted.
Oh,
Yeah, and we were trying to earn money for scuba equipment, and
And they saw those sweaters.
So they wanted in.
Mrs. Zimmerman, how old are Betty and Alicia?
well, Betty's 13 and Alicia's 14, I think.
Well, you know, it couldn't have been more than, a couple of days ago that sweet little Mrs. Dixon, you know, the one with the twins, asked me if I knew any reliable babysitters. Well, of course, I didn't think I needed one. But anyway, you may not want Betty to, but she just wants afternoons off every now and then, and you know, it could be a way for the girls to earn an honest dollar now and again. They shouldn't always be so dependent. You know what I mean?
I think you're right. I think I'll have Betty call Mrs. Dixon tomorrow. Thank you so much, Mrs. Brooks.
You're welcome.
girls have all the luck.
What brought that on?
Girls can always find jobs, and they'll probably get those sweaters they wanted. All they have to do is save up their babysitting money.
Oh, and boys can't get jobs, I suppose.
Let's face it, Melvin. Who in their right mind wants to hire a 15 or 17-year-old boy? I mean, look at me now.
Hey, I got a job.
You did? When?
You never told me.
I never had time to tell you, Bernie. Since I've been grounded, I've been looking for a job every single day. And yesterday, I got a job at the Garden Nurseries for the rest of the summer.
Doing what?
Whatever I get told to, I guess. Digging up stuff, replanting things. It's delivering part of the time. It's only afternoons and Saturdays, but I get paid $25 a week.
That's great for you, Al.
You know, Jim, I've been thinking. What if you could find some odd jobs for Rob to do down at the shop? You know, like sweeping or taking out the garbage or something like that?
Yeah, gee, Dad, that'd be swell.
I'm sure that would be real convenient for you, Rob, but did you ever stop to think it would have been convenient for Al as well to have had a job made for him?
Well, honey, don't be too hard on him. They were just
Look,
trying to...
Louise, I'm not going to put him in the cellar in fruit jars. Rob, do you, George, and Bill realize that while you were trying to turn a fast buck, Al went out and got an honest job?
Yeah, I guess.
And do you think you should be rewarded for a get-rich-quick scheme like yours by being given a job without any effort on his part to deserve it?
No, I guess it's not really fair, is it?
here's what I'm going to do